All right, today we are going to be talking about two-digit by two-digit multiplication. So 2 digits just means the number has 2 digits, right? 2-digit by two-digit multiplication. We have been doing 2 or 3 digits by 1 digit, so we could do 23 times 7. We know how to do that. But now we're going to be doing 2-digit by two-digit multiplication, okay? So let's just refresh real quick. Do we still remember how to do this one? Do we still remember how to do this? 23 times 7, we do 7 times 3 is 21. Put the 1 down there, the 2 up here. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. Okay, so we know how to do that, but now we're going to learn how to do this guy over here. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the middle so it's a little bit bigger for us. 23 times 17. So let's do this one first. And then I'm going to keep this other problem up in the corner so we can kind of look at it in just a minute because we're going to notice something that's similar between the two. Okay? So we are going to start just like we did over here. Okay? We're going to start with this 7. Okay? So 7 times 3 is 21. We put the 1 down here, the 2 up here, and then we do 7 times 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16. Okay? Do you notice how that's the exact same thing that we just did when we did 23 times 7? Okay, so the first part of two-digit by two-digit multiplication is the exact same as two-digit by one digit. Okay, so now we're done with our 7. Okay, so we can just cross that out. We are done with our 7. The next step after we do our normal one-digit by two-digit multiplication is we are now going to start multiplying by 1. But really, that 1 is not in the ones place. That 1 is in the tens place. So in order to make it easier, we don't want to multiply by 10. We just want to multiply by 1. So all we have to do is put a 0 down there. And now we can do the same thing that we did with the 7. Okay, we're going to do 1 times what's in the ones place. 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, and now we're going to do 1 times 2, which is 2, and then we're done. Okay, and we can get rid of that when we get rid of the 7 because that went with that one, right? So now we have these two numbers, 161 and 230. And what do we do with them? Well, we are going to add them. That's the next step, is to add the numbers. Okay, so 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 is 1. 6 plus 3 is 9. 1 plus 2 is 3. So our answer is 391. Okay, so there are a few steps that you need to remember. You are going to first, well, if you need to go back in this video, I'm going to erase it. But if you need to go back and watch that again, you can. I'm going to erase it right now. And we are going to, maybe, okay. I'm going to tell you the steps one more time. 23 times 17. Okay, we're not going to do this problem again. We're just going to go through the steps. So the first step is doing one-digit multiplication. Okay, you're going to do the 7 times the 3 and then the 7 times the 2. Okay, and then you can get rid of the 7. That's step number 1. It's the stuff that we've already done before. Step number 2 is put a 0 down there. You can't forget that 0. Okay, step number 3, you're going to do the same thing that you did with the 7, but with the 1. You're going to do 1 times 3, and then 1 times 2, and write your numbers right here. Okay? That's step number 3. And then step number 4 is to add these two numbers. Okay? So you're going to have some blue numbers up here, and you're going to have those purple numbers down there from step 3. And then step number 4 is to add them all together. Okay? So you're going to do multiplication with what's in the ones place, then put your 0 down there, multiplication with what's in the tens place, and then you're going to add them together. Okay, let's do a couple more. If you need to go back and watch that again, you can. We're going to move on to some more difficult problems. Still two-digit by two-digit though, okay? So next one we're going to do is 46 times 78. 46 times 78. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pretend that 7 isn't there. We're just going to do what we normally do if we're doing 46 times 8. Okay, we're just going to do that. So we're going to do 8 times 6 is 48. Put the 8 down there, the 4 up here. We're going to do 8 times 4, which is 32, plus 4, 36. Okay? And now we are done with our 8. We can get rid of that, we can get rid of that. We're done with our 8. Okay? Step number 2 is to put our 0 down here so that we can start with our 7. Okay, now we're going to do what we just did with the 8. 7 times 6 is 42. I'm going to put my 2 down here. I'm going to put my 4 up here. Okay, now I'm going to do 7 times 4, 28 plus 4. 28 plus 4 is 32. So I'm going to put my 32 down there. Okay, and then step number 4, I'm going to add those numbers together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 2 is also 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then nothing plus 3 is 3. Okay? And if I'm trying to figure out where to put my comma, I go 1, 2, 3, comma. Okay, so the answer for this one is 3,588. Okay? All right, let's do another one. You can go back and watch this one again if you would like to. The next one we're going to do is 93 times 64. Okay? I didn't say this at the beginning, but if you have paper at your house or something, you should be writing these down and doing them with me. You watching me is going to help you a little bit, but if you are writing them down, it will help you to remember the steps a lot faster than if you just watch me do it. Okay? We're going to do 2 more problems today, this one and then one more. So if you need to pause the video and go get some paper, that'd be a good idea. Okay? All right, we're going to start with step number 1, which is pretending like that 6 isn't there. We're just going to do normal 1-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So we're going to do 4 times 3, which is 12. Put my 2 down there and my 1 up here. And then I'm going to do 4 times 9, which is 36, plus 1, 37. So I'm going to put 37 here. So now I'm done with step 1. Okay. Step 2, put my 0 right here. Put my 0 under whatever's in the 1's place. Okay. Step number 2. Step number 3, we're going to, well, first let me do this. We're done with our 4, right? And we're done with our 1 up here. Once we're done with that, now we are going to go on to step number 3. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the 4. We're going to do the 6 times what's in the 1's place, which is 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. Put my 8 there, my 1 up here. Now I'm going to do 6 times what's in the 10's place, which is 9. 6 times 9 is 54 plus 1, which is 55. 55. Okay, what do I do with these numbers? What's step number 4? We are adding them. Good. 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 8 is 15. So I'm going to put my 5 down there, my 1 up here. 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. And then nothing plus 5 is just 5. Okay, so if I'm trying to figure out where I want to put my comma, I just count. I've got 1, 2, 3, and then comma. So 5,952 is the answer for this problem. All right, we are going to do one more problem. One more problem. We're going to do 46 times 37. If you want to try to solve this one on your own, 46 times 37, go ahead and pause the video, and then you can play the video and you can check your answer with my answer. Okay, so go ahead and pause this and see if you can do it on your own. All right, welcome back. We are going to start with step number 1. Step number 1 is doing regular 1-digit by 2-digit multiplication. We're going to pretend that that 3 isn't there. We're just going to start with our 7. 7 times what's in the 1's place, which is 6. 7 times 6 is 42. I'm going to put my 2 down there, my 4 up here. Okay, and now I'm going to do 7 times what's in the tens place, which is a 4. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 4 is 32. Okay? Now I'm done with my 7, and I'm done with this guy up here. Okay? Cross those out. Step number 2, the 0. Don't forget the 0. It's so important that it has its own step. Okay? Step number 3, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the 7, but with the 3. We're going to do 3 times what's in the ones place, which is 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So I'll put my 8 down there, my 1 up here. Then I've got 3 times what's in the tens place, which is a 4. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1, which is 13. So I'm going to do put my 13 right there. Okay? Step number 4, what do we do with these numbers? We are going to add them. Okay? 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10, so I'm going to put my 0 there and my 1 up here. 1 plus 3 is 7, and then nothing plus 1 is just 1. Figure out where I put my comma. I count 1, 2, 3, and then I put the comma. Okay, so the answer to this problem is 1,702. Hopefully you were able to get that answer on your own, and hopefully you just checked it with me. Okay, I would like, before I end, I said this was the last one, and it is the last one, but I would like to tell you, if you are watching this video and you are in my class, I'm Miss Moon, if you're in my math class, come to me sometime during the next class period and tell me the code word that I'm about to give you, and I will give you 10 tickets. Okay, 10 tickets. If you come up and you tell me spring break, it's almost spring break. Okay, that's the code word. So just come up and say, Miss Moon, I watched your video. The code word is spring break, and I will give you 10 tickets. Okay, I don't want you to tell everybody to come up and tell me that the code word is spring break. If everybody tells me that and I can see that not everyone has seen my video, then I won't give anybody tickets. Okay, so just secretly come up and say, hey, watched your video, and I will reward you for watching this video by giving you 10 tickets. Okay, hopefully this was helpful. Go back and watch it again if you need to. This is really, really important. You really need to know how to do 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. Okay, good luck.